that is my audio clear to you, and is the screen whatever is written on the board is that visible to you or not? Firstly comment it so that I can understand that we are going good or not. After that we will start. Okay, so now the first thing that you have to tell and that you have to inform me that whatever the topic I have explained about friction, all the topics are clear to you. Is there any doubt? Is there any problem related to any topic, that any point is not explained or any topic is not clear? If it is like that, what you have to do? You have to just comment down in the chat box or in comment box. Okay, but make sure that you will comment it in that video, not in this video. Okay, otherwise I'll not get it and then your doubt will be remaining as it is. So so here we have to start the reflection of light. In that reflection of light, first of all we have to understand what is light and what is reflection. पहले हमें ये सीखना है रिफ्लेक्शन क्या है और लाइट क्या है, देन आफ्टर हम दोनों का रिलेशन सीखेंगे. So first of all let's begin with the light. Light. So what is light? Light is actually a source of energy. Actually it is a source of energy, or it is a form of energy. Light is anything that is a form of energy and that makes the thing visible. Like as you can see, everywhere we are having light, then we are seeing anything. If light is not there, then we are not able to see, not able to observe anything. So that is the first thing. Light, what is that? It is a form of energy and it is that thing that helps us to see anything in our surrounding. Second thing what we have to understand, that is reflection. What is reflection? So the reflection is, the first thing, the reflection means it is the bouncing back of light. जैसे बॉल होती ना, बॉल को अगर हम थ्रो करते हैं वॉल पे, ऐसे नहीं, बॉल को अगर हम वॉल पे थ्रो करते हैं क्या होता है, जाती है, टकराती है, फिर वापस आती है. So the same, when the light falls on a polished surface, well polished surface, so it bounces back. So that is reflection. So here our chapter is of light through polished surface. Through a polished surface is called, what is it called? Reflection. Okay, so I've told you that reflection is the bouncing back of a light through a polished surface is called reflection. So actually in light there are two processes. One is refraction. So that is our next chapter, but little bit difference of that I will tell you here. So actually what happens in reflection, suppose that here it is a mirror, so back side, back position. Okay, next thing, in refraction, what happens in refraction? Actually in refraction the light falls on the surface, but it falls on the surface and it doesn't bounces back, but it gets diverted and moves. Gets diverted means its pathway will be changed. अब वो pathway क्यों change होगा, कैसे change होगा, कितना change होगा, वो सब चीज हम refraction में पढ़ेंगे. Okay, so here what we have to do, we have to understand refraction and reflection. So in refraction we have read that the ray of light is coming. Sorry, I have not made the arrow. So the ray of light is coming and it falling on the surface, then after it gets diverted and then move. Actually what it have to do, it has to go like this, but it had not gone. Why? Because there is refraction and it had converted the path. It has diverted its path and get tilted and then move. So that is the refraction. And for the more information, for the detailed explanation, we will do it in our next chapter. Here we have to understand, we have to explain about reflection only. Okay. So just let me erase this. Then after So reflection. In the reflection, the ray of light, as you can see, the ray of light is falling here and then it is bouncing back in the same direction. So this is called the reflection, and it always happens. There is one thing compulsory, that it needs a polished surface. It needs a polished surface. Second thing, what it needs? A ray of light. A ray of light. If both things are there, then only it is possible that the light will fall and it will be reflected back. I think it would be understood to you. Next thing, next thing that we have to understood, that is the types of surfaces and what type of reflection will it occur. So in the types of surfaces, basically there are two types of surface. Basically there are two types of surface. First is polished surface and another is rough surface. Just wait. First is polished surface and another is rough surface. Polished and rough. Okay. Achha, before going to it, I'll ask you an example. Sometimes it happens that you are sitting in a steel का टिफिन बॉक्स है, तो उसकी लाइट जो है अपने फ्रेंड्स के फेस पे हम फोकस करते हैं. Then when his face is getting the brightness of the light, then he gets diverted. So actually what happens there, it is reflection. अच्छा, जब whenever we are doing this, we are using a mirror or we are using a steel object only. Why we are not using the plastic object, or why we are not using any brick or wood? The reason behind that is the tiffin or mirror, they all are polished surface. Mirror or steel object. Steel object. Sometimes water is also doing the same thing. So that is also there. So for example of polished surface, we have written three things: mirror, water, steel object. For the rough surface, there would be many things like as wall, wood, then wall, wood, and many more are there. Plastics are there. Okay. So like that we can understand what is the rough surface or what is the polished surface, and that is responsible for the reflection. And this reflection is also done by two ways. One is regular reflection and another is irregular reflection. But before explaining that, we have to understand what are the law of reflection. Actually, for the reflection, as everything is having some rules, हर चीज के कुछ कायदे कानून होते हैं, नियम होते हैं. So like that, reflection is also having two laws. And what are these laws that we have to understand? So just a minute. Every time you'll have to wait for a minute. The reason behind that is I'm not having a digital one, and I'm not going to buy it because I'm not having money. Okay. So let's begin. Jokes apart, let's begin. The laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. The first law is, चलो first law समझने के पहले हम डायग्राम बनाते हैं. देखो डायग्राम जैसा बनाए क्लास में बोलता हूँ, हंसना नहीं, मार खाओगे. मुझे पता है जो हंस रहा है, फोन में घुस के मारूंगा सबको जो हंस रहा है. समझ लो. Okay, so here I have written something. The first law that states in law of reflection, angle I is, focus what I'm saying, it is a mirror and this side I have made a line, so that means it is painted from this side. देखो घर पे जो मिरर होता है, in your home you might have observed a mirror is painted from one side. If it is not painted then it would be simple glass. मिरर बनाने के लिए ग्लास को हमें एक तरफ से पेंट करना पड़ता है, तभी हमारी रिफ्लेक्शन उसमें दिखती है. सो दिस मींस इट इज पेंटेड फ्रॉम द बैक साइड. ओके, if these lines are made from front side, that means it is painted from front side. So what we can say, that it is painted from the back side and the ray of light is falling on it. So you can see this is, sorry, oh just a minute, I had written something wrong, just a minute. Here it would be I and here it would be R. I have written that inverted. Okay, so actually what happens here, it is incident ray. Incident ray means the ray that is falling on the object, that is falling on the mirror. So that is called incident ray. That's why here it is written I. And then here it is written R. That means the ray that is reflected from the mirror. The ray that is reflected from the mirror is called reflected ray. So here I am writing I stands for incident ray, and R stands for reflected ray. Okay, and N stands for normal ray. ये simple normal भी हम कह सकते हैं. Okay, so R stands for reflected ray and I stands for incident ray, then N stands for normal ray. Okay, so after that we can understand. So here you can see angle I and angle R. So first thing I have written, angle I is equal to angle R. So you can see here it is a normal and this normal is dividing this ray of incidence and ray of reflection into two equal parts, and here it is making, there would be an angle made between incident and between normal. One angle will be made between incident ray and normal, that will be called angle of incidence. Second thing is there would be angle made between reflected and normal, that is called angle of reflection. So according to the law of reflection, first thing is very sure, that is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. कुछ भी हो जाए, दुनिया किधर से कहीं भी चली जाए, सिर के बल खड़े हो जाओ, there will be always angle I is equal to angle R. That means incident ray will be equal to the reflected ray. Angle, sorry, not ray, angle. Incident angle will be equal to the reflected angle. Always, not once, not twice. Every time, whenever there will be reflection, the angle I will be equal to angle R. I think it would be understood. Second thing, what is the second law of reflection? The second law of reflection is I, that means I, R and N always fall on same plane. Okay, I, R and N will fall on same plane. You can see here both the points, all the points, not both the points actually, all the 3 points of normal, incident and reflected are meeting at a same point. In the same plane, at the same point, they all are meeting, and that is the second law of reflection. So I hope these 2 points will be understood. Angle I is equal to angle R. I, R and N means the incident, reflected and normal will always fall on the same plane, or you can also write or meet at same point. Okay, and one thing is sure that जो तीनों पॉइंट होंगे ना वो ऐसे होंगे. देखो जैसे हमारी ये 3 फिंगर्स होती है, सो ये क्या होती है, ये एकदम स्ट्रेट होती है, ऐसे नहीं होंगे, ये एक आगे एक पीछे ऐसे नहीं, ये सीधा एक प्लेन पे होंगे, एक लाइन पे. There will be no change in that, and that is called falling on same plane या कोप्लेनर, इसको कोप्लेनर भी बोलते हैं, that is also called coplanar, that you can study and understand in 10th class. When you will go to the 10th class, you will get it as a first chapter that these 3 points are also called coplanar points. Okay, so I hope these points are as about the types of reflection, means regular reflection, irregular reflection, and what are the applications of it, what are the types of mirrors. So whatever the remaining topics are there, that we will study and understand in the next video. So till then you will have to do the revision, and if you are having any doubt, just type it in the comment box, and after that I will get it and I'll try to improve your or clear your doubts. Okay, thank you class.